This is my lock screen. It's very exciting. I know. Just pale blue, little bit of a gradient to it, but it's really nothing special. Now, for most of you, you'd think, okay, I don't give a shit, but some of you, you might be really bothered by that. You might look at that and think, holy shit, how hasn't he got a black and white Naruto edit as his background lock screen? I can't believe it. He hasn't customized it to make it look cool. And although I am mocking these kinds of people, I can kind of see why you might want to do something like this, because it is quite cool and quite satisfying to have a cool lock screen and a cool wallpaper on your phone. I mean, especially if you're getting notifications as well and you've got like some cute girl in your class stand next to you. She looks over, she sees you've got a Sigma Wolf as your lock screen. Best believe, she'll be on her knees straight away. She'll be fucking begging for it if she sees that shit. So I can understand why people might want to do that. But my question to you is, how much would you pay for your lock screen? How far would you go for a wallpaper? And that is exactly what a massive YouTuber by the name of Marques Brownlee has just asked. Now, for those of you that haven't heard of this guy before, I'll just sum him up super quickly. He does tech reviews. His videos are super awesome. He's got a lot of great content out there. If you're looking at a tech product and you're a little bit unsure about it, this is the fucking guy to check out. So I do respect him. No disrespect towards this guy. But he has just announced a new app by the name of Panels, and it's quite interesting. So he's spoken about it in his new video, so let's get into it.
It's called Panels, and it's finally live in the App Store, both on iOS and on Android. Feels really good to be able to say that. So if you're wondering where the wallpaper on these phones in the review came from, Panels.
Now, I'll be honest, the wallpapers, they're pretty badass. I would never pay for a wallpaper. I can't even imagine doing that, but they're quite cool. And if I could get them for free, I'll stick one on, because why not? Maybe a little green one, because, you know, we all love the color green. So I respect the wallpapers. I think they're quite cool, but it's a shame that they're not quite free.
My videos for the past year have all come from Panels, which is pretty sick. We have a bunch of awesome artists over there that we are splitting profits with 50-50, and there's already a ton of great collections of art and much more incoming.
Now, that is a really good sign that this guy is actually taking care of his product, unlike some people on the internet at the moment. So splitting the profit with artists is always a great thing. I mean, Counter-Strike does it. If you don't know what Counter-Strike is, little game with cool guns, you get cool skins and shit. And if you're an artist and your skin gets in the game, you get a little bit of the cut every single time someone buys the skin and stuff like that. It's a pretty good system, and I'm glad that these guys are doing it as well. But anyway, let's carry on.
It's starting off as a wallpaper app now. I don't want to overpromise too much, but it's going to be pretty consistently improving over time, which is part of the reason why we're offering a subscription to support it. So go pick it up now. Poke around.
Now, I know some of you are freaking out right now. You've seen $50 a year for a fucking wallpaper and you're going ballistic. You're actually tearing your eyes out at the thought of paying that much for a wallpaper. But the app is free. You can download it. There are some free wallpapers on there. And I thought, why not? Let's give it a little look. I won't straight away slander it. I won't jump the gun and instantly say, fucking hell. Yeah, fuck you, Marques Brownlee. How could you? You're charging your fans this amount of money for a wallpaper. Nah, screw you, man, you're fucked up. I actually downloaded the app and thought I'll give it a shot, so let me give you guys a little walkthrough. So as you can see, when you open up the app, you have to select 5 artists. I just picked some random ones which I thought looked kind of alright, and then you get taken to the homepage, and well, the homepage is pretty clean. I actually like the homepage a lot. You get a large variety of different wallpapers. I mean, this one's kind of badass, but I feel like this is something that everyone's going to be going for. But something that you can now see on screen is, well, the only way to download it is to either pay the $50 a year or watch an ad. Now, me personally, I'd definitely rather watch a 30-second ad than give you $50 a year. However, this is just for the free wallpapers, and don't get me wrong, there are some cool free ones out there. And I'm sure you probably noticed the lock screens with the black and white crowns in them. Now, those are collections, and you actually have to pay for them. You don't have to pay the $50 a month. The $50 a month is just a subscription, so you get everything. So maybe if you're a bit bipolar and you constantly want to change your lock screen, that would be pretty good for you. But most of these collections were about £6, so I think $7 or $8 in the US. So it's not terrible, but then again, it's an NFT which you can't fucking sell. Like these are just as useless as NFTs, if not more. Anyway, I finally found a lock screen that I quite liked, and I decided, you know what, let's watch the ad. I'm not going to make you guys watch that. And once I watched the ad, I thought, okay, maybe there's a system in the app where I can save all of my lock screens in one place, and I can maybe download it onto my photos. Maybe I can make some changes to it as well, change some colors up. Maybe there's a cool animated version of it as well. But no, it's really disappointing. it just goes to your camera roll and that's it. Like, you don't get any other benefits. I mean, this may as well be Pinterest, but you're fucking paying for it. And by no means do I want to go out there and shit talk Marcus Brownlee for this app, but man, you need to reevaluate, okay? I understand that it's a niche market and this isn't made for everyone, but it's going to be very, very difficult, even for someone that loves their Naruto lock screens, to justify $50 a year or paying for a collection when they can't do anything with it outside of just save the pictures. Because I mean, at that point, you may as well just take a couple screenshots, maybe make some changes, and then say, yep, I like that lock screen. And a lot of people on the App Store also think the same. This shit at the moment has 1.8 out of 5 stars. Like, this is the actual app. When I first scrolled down, I had to double check that it was the app because I thought maybe someone's made a scammy version of it, but no, this is actually it. And that rating is really quite awful. Anyway, Marcus Brownlee obviously instantly heard all of the shit talking going on and he came out on Twitter to make a bit of an announcement. So let's get into that. Part of building in public is getting mass feedback immediately, which is pretty dope. Almost exactly like publishing a YouTube video. So straight away, he hasn't started with any aggression. I like that. First thing we're doing is fixing the excessive data disclosures, as people rightfully brought up. For transparency, we'd never actually ask you for your location, internet history, etc. The data disclosures that everyone is screenshotting is likely too broad and largely driven by what the ad network suggests. Working to fix that ASAP. So I'm glad that he's actually fixing a bit of a bug in the app. That's good. It shows that he does actually care about the app and it's not just some sort of cash grab. And then he mentions pricing, which is really important for a lot of people. As far as pricing, I hear you. It's our personal challenge to work to deliver that kind of value for the premium version. Weekly Friday drops are already starting. I'll also be dialing back ad frequency for the free experience. Much more to come. I appreciate you all. Now, that is exactly how you respond to something. I know a lot of people are going to still go out there and say, oh, Marcus Brownlee, what the fuck are you doing? Like, this doesn't solve anything. We still have to pay $50 a year for a fucking wallpaper. But I think the whole kind of point of this is he's trying to add more value to that $50 than the actual $50 itself. At the moment, no sane human on the planet would pay $50 for just a wallpaper. But if he can find a way to make it more valuable, then hey, fair play. But now I want to talk about their competitor, which obviously isn't on the phone, but Wallpaper Engine. For those of you that don't know what this is, Wallpaper is an application that you can get for your PC. It costs £3.50 in the UK, which is like $5 in the US, and you just get a shed load of wallpapers. I mean, they're animated, they're cool, you can make your custom ones. It's a cool fucking app. So I would be interested to see how Marcus Brownlee would kind of respond to Wallpaper Engine. And obviously they're both in completely different markets. One's on the phone, one's on PC. But from my knowledge, I don't think Wallpaper Engine pays their artists, whereas Marcus Brownlee's app does. So I actually respect that quite a lot. If you are an upcoming artist and you want to get out there a little bit, maybe go check it out, you know, drop Marcus Brownlee a little email and say, hey man, I got some pretty badass designs for some wallpaper, you know. But yeah, people are giving this guy way too much hate because he's a genuine guy and he's trying to make a genuine app for a niche market. And the best part about it is he's not being a piece of shit about it. He completely understands that people don't want to pay that price. And he also completely understands that he's in a niche market and that people will complain about it. But he's working on it. He's fixing it. He hasn't come out there and been outraged saying, oh, how fucking dare you? I'm trying to build a business right here and you're just disrespecting it. No. He's been chill about it. And people need to get the fuck off this guy's back about it. If you don't like the app, just don't use it. It's not going to damage you anyway. It's not being marketed in the wrong way. Straight away, you know you're going to have to pay a subscription for certain things. And yeah, overall, I mean, the app does what it says. So I rate that. It is marketed properly. But yeah, I just want to say a little bit about this because I respect Marcus Brownlee and people are giving him way too much shit for this. So yeah, that's about it. See ya.